Was London a robbery or just a masterclass in bias? Movsar Evloev is 20-0. He's got the second longest active win streak in the UFC, and he just went into the O2 and beat Lerone Murphy on one leg after what a point deduction. But if you listen to that commentary booth, you think that he was getting dismantled. Today we're going to break down the math between those two controversial scorecards, why Michael Bisping is under the fire from the fans, and the massive question looming over next week. Is the UFC feeding Israel Adesanya to a wood chipper named Joe Pfeiffer? Izzy has lost 4 of his last 5. He's 36 years old, and he's a slight favorite against a guy who hits like a truck. Is this a homecoming in Seattle or a retirement party? Let's get into it, Colin. What do you think?
Okay, so let's jump on the London card first. So I
Yes.
thought the main event was interesting, and I think only one person got the scorecard right. And I would say it's 47-47. I believe it was a draw. So those first 3 rounds were you could obviously lead 48-47 without the point 3-2. That Lerone won that fight. He did a lot better than I expected. I thought Movsar was just gonna be dominating one to wrestle, but he'd struggled to get the takedown in the early rounds. I did think he won round 2. So from my point of view, Lerone won round 1, round 3, split round 4, and that would mean Mobzar has round 2, round 4, and round 5, but he got the point deduction, so it should be 47-47. But the round 2 is such a split heavy round as well. That was a super close, razor close fight, but I do think it was a little bit of slight robbery. I'm surprised they didn't have a little bit more hometown bias and give that to Murphy instead. But yeah, I think the draw was the correct call. Yeah, Mobzar got lucky.
That's interesting you see it that way. So, okay, so going into when I did my recap on YouTube, I said that I was like pissed off. I thought Lerone Murphy won that fight. And I thought he had won round 1. I thought he had round 2, sorry. And I thought he had possibly won round 3. And going into it, I thought 4 and 7 was the one where, Evloev put the heat on, so to speak. But what was interesting to me is that like listening to everybody on the UFC thing, like on X and stuff like that, everybody was saying basically that they think that, I don't know. I just feel like giving a 48-46 scorecard
Yeah,
into Movsar Evloev's hand and saying that he basically won 4 rounds out of the 5 rounds. I did not see it working that way. However, I would say, like, playing devil's avocado, I do see the idea that, Lerone was kind of just like, he was kind of like touching and going, but Evloev did put on the pressure, right? And then Evloev also did get like some of the more significant strikes, like the harder hits and stuff like that. And then I thought it was funny because he got 9 out of 10 takedowns, if I'm not mistaken. Or he got,
yeah, that was more in
yeah,
the
9
later
out.
rounds though.
Yeah, more in the later rounds. I don't know. I thought like because when we both spoke about the fight earlier or before the fight card happened, I thought Lerone Murphy was gonna like possibly win and do like a knee. So I thought in like as I'm watching the fight, I'm seeing round 1 and 2 pass, and I'm thinking, okay, basically what's happening is that because Lerone Murphy keeps showing the knee, Mozart is like hesitant to go in for the takedown. But then a lot of people are saying that he was just trying to like save his gas, so to speak.
Yeah, it was an interesting fight.
Yeah, it definitely was interesting.
The argument that he won round 1, 2, and 3 is there. It was super close, all those 3 rounds. I would give, I'd edge it out to Lerone to give those rounds to him, but I can see the argument from Mavzar. But yeah, Lerone did a lot. He did significant damage. In the exchanges, rather. I felt like Lerone did more damage than Mavzar did. The shots were more effective, but I think it just looked really bad on it. If it was a 3-round fight, Lerone wins. But since it's a 5-rounder, Mobzar, as soon as he lost that point with the second nut check, he really just went into overdrive and he probably thought he needed to finish too, so he just kept going for it. And with the more aggressiveness, gassed out Lerone because, that Dagestani gas tank is no joke. He just got it done. And I did predict that Mobzar would win by decision, but I did not give enough credit to Lerone Murphy, and that's obviously due. He put on a hell of a fight, one of the better fights in that card. It was that mildly disappointing card. So it was one of the spotlights of it, and it was a great fight. And yeah, I think Lerone should fight someone higher I mean, he can't go higher
Yeah.
than number 1, but I don't think he should get like just a contender fight. Like he needs to get put back into title contention soon.
Yeah, so who do you see for him? Because I know he had some stuff going on with Gene Silva and
Mhm.
Diego Lopez on X, and they were going back and forth. And I think Gene Silva and him We're like, oh, let's run it.
Again, like I said last, I think the Yair fight is right there for him. I think that's gonna
With
be
Lerone Murphy.
the
What about
Yair
Vallejos?
Kevin Leos, give that to Gene Silva. I think that's gonna be a much more entertaining, just because it's two guys that just want to throw.
Yeah.
Lerone's gonna just want a point fight, which I get. That's how they do it down there. So you get the more decision-y guys together, and you get the more exciting guys together. It's entertainment-based matchmaking, but also logical matchmaking. Or Yair's I believe, still in the top 5. I think he's number 4. So that'd be a still good matchup, and you can still have title implications for both of them. And Gene Silva is just coming off a win against Arnold Allen, but it's only on a 1-fight win streak. So Kevin Vallejos is surging right now, so I could see them throwing that fight together. I'd love to see that.
Yeah, and I don't know what you thought about the point deduction when in round 4 when they took that point away. I thought it was round 3 if I'm not mistaken.
No, it's round 4. Round 4.
It was round 4?
Yeah.
Okay.
Early
Yeah, so
round
up
4.
until that point though, I felt like Murphy was winning the entire fight. And then all of a sudden I felt like Evloev put the pressure on. And you know what? I liked the fact that they took the point away. But when you said the damage part, like I just thought at the end of the fight, like I looked at Lerone Murphy's face and I thought there was more damage on his face than Evloev's face.
Well, yeah, it's round 5. Evloev was
Putting it on.
piecing him up, putting it on the whole
Yeah.
time. That's where most of the damage came from, was those latter 2 rounds. If you look back to round 3, Murphy looked super comfortable. Besides the nut, there was the first nut check in round 3, which he brushed off in 30 seconds, but it still affected him, and that was probably cause to him gassing out. But yeah, he looked completely fine, completely comfortable in those first 3 rounds. He looked great, and you could arguably say it was 3-0, but I had it 2-1.
Yeah, then the swing rounds were 1 and 2 because Judge Cartledge clearly gave round 1 to Evloev, which I thought was interesting because I thought Murphy got that round.
Yeah, I
And
did
Judge
too.
Warner gave round 1 to Murphy. Sorry, good. Yeah.
Yeah, no, Murphy was striking him, out damaged him, deflected the takedown. The wrestling wasn't a threat. Yeah, Evloev did not do enough to win those rounds, in my opinion, of round 1.
Yeah. It's funny because I put the post-fight recap right after, and I got a bunch of people commenting saying like you're just a biased viewer and stuff like that. And a lot of people were arguing and like suggesting that, like fans on X and Reddit were basically roasting Michael Bisping. The narrative was basically that the booth was biased against Evloev and wasn't, saying basically that Evloev wasn't wrestling early. He was losing, and then they ignored Evloev's lead leg kicks and forward pressure. What are your thoughts on that? Because I thought Michael Bisping was correct when I was watching the fight. If I rewatched it, I might have a different take with the commentary.
This is definitely a fight to study and look back on, for just to see how we call fights in general. Yeah, it's interesting because I think Michael Bisping was correct that Lerone was winning the first 3 rounds, that he was up on the scorecards. But when he was saying, oh yeah, after Movsar got the point deduction, he's saying that he's going to need a finish. That was a little like, I don't know about that. I mean, Murphy still had a clear and comfortable lead until he lost the last 2 rounds, but that was obvious bias showing.
Dude, the Dagestani fans are gonna love you, man.
I guess. I mean, they can. I guess.
Nah, dude, they're gonna roast both of us.
They can say what they want. It's definitely a fight to rewatch and reconsider, because I know there a lot of emotions were there, especially from 2 viral fan bases. So yeah.
Dude, I wonder if Mo has a different take on the fight too, because now I'm thinking about it, he might be like, "Oh man, it was all," because he's kind of biased towards grapplers and stuff like that,
Yeah.
So yeah, it's interesting
knows?
though, man. Yeah, I think the fan sentiment was that like Murphy won round 1 and 2. Round 4 is statistically impossible to win for Murphy if you count the point deduction as a 9-9, which is interesting. But I thought it was a 10-9, so I thought Murphy would have got the 10, Evloev would have got the 9.
Well, it would have been 10-8.
The 8. Yeah, sorry, yeah, 10-8.
Yeah,
Yeah, you're right.
if he won that round, it would have been over.
Yeah.
Sure. But he wrote it down. He was just recovering. Well, obviously he got worked that rounds, but you can't really just say he was recovering. Evloev put on the pace on him. So yeah, great fight. What did you think of the other fights on the card? I mean, it was kind of disappointing. I mean, a lot of fans were like, "Oh my God, MVP's finally back. Maybe he'll have a good performance this time instead of the last 2 boring decisions." And I think MVP had less than 20 significant strikes. What do you think about that fight?
It was actually 40 between the 2 of them. And dude, like going into that fight, man, I was just so like looking forward to, because I thought MVP had a chip on his shoulder with that whole whole media spill that he had up leading up to that fight, saying like, UFC is disrespecting me, and I thought he was gonna go out with a little chip on his shoulder, being like, I want to show these motherfuckers like who the fuck I am, essentially. Dude,
Right.
that fight was so fucking boring, bro. Like super boring. One of the most boring fights I've ever watched. I would say, up there with that top. What would you call it? Like that. What's the one? Rose versus the other lady.
There's a lot of
There's a
boring
few of
fight.
them.
There's a lot of boring
Yeah,
fights. But
it was a boring fight, bro. It was
that was
terrible.
just so disappointing because, I mean, MVP is supposed to be this dynamic striking guy that obviously no one wants to get in range of, but you got to throw punches to win. You can't just dart at range the entire
I love.
fight and have fans be on your side. That was so boring. It looked like just there was a sparring.
Yeah, so to me, I think because they had that, like you said it as well. Like you said, that's a terrible matchup, right?
He mentioned like that people don't want to engage him. You have to do the engaging then. You can't also sit back at range and just
Yeah.
throw less than 20 punches. That's ridiculous. You can't complain about someone's lack of engagement when you don't do it either. It's if you both want to be boring, then both be boring and both get no. And that's why you don't have any fights. You're not getting on any cards because the UFC doesn't want to put you up against anybody because you're doing boring shit. If you want to throw hands in the pocket and slug it out like, say, Max Holloway, then go ahead and do that. But if you don't want to be that guy anymore and just point 0.5 people at range like Leon Edwards, then be my guest. That was
Dude.
terrible.
Yeah.
I mean, and in theory, you have these two exciting guys. You had Sam Patterson on a 4-fight, round one finish streak. Very dynamic
Yeah.
guy. And they MVP, this giant striker that will piece you up at range, or if you get too close, he'll knee you to the head. There's a lot of dynamics there that could have been interesting, and they both just sat around and did nothing the whole fight.
Yeah, I mean, the MMA Guru posted something like Strickland against Costa was 181 significant strikes in one fight, right? And then you have MVP in 5-fight UFC career, basically 161 significant strikes. He basically hasn't finished any of his fights, like up until this point.
Yeah, he's been a decision machine, but he's also 38 and he's protecting his career because if he gets chinned, it's basically over. So he's just being as safe as possible in these fights, and I understand that strategy, but like, come on, man, you're supposed to be the guy. You're supposed to be the pay-per-view. Well, not pay-per-view anymore. You're supposed to be the buy that people want to watch you. You dented somebody's skull with a knee. I mean, that should get people
Bellator, right?
excited, and yeah, and then you just do this.
Bro, so like in my opinion, if you look at here, so it says right here, between the two of them, total strikes MVP
30?
through 33, and yeah, it says 25 for Sam Patterson. Now, a lot of people are saying that we should be blaming Sam Patterson as well for being on the back foot and not engaging either. But
Yeah.
I think that's well, I don't know, man. I think that's kind of like the way, he's been a training partner of his in the past, and I think that's kind of like the reason why he did, because he knew that he doesn't want to engage with him because he's gonna go for the counter.
Yeah, then just don't take the fight. If it's that much of a problem, just don't take the fight. Fight someone else.
I don't think they gave him a choice, though,
Or
if I'm being honest.
shoot a takedown. I don't know. Go for the wrestling. Mix it in. It's a mixed martial arts. It's not just a kickboxing fight. Go take him down. If he's that much of a problem on the feet, get him in the wrestling.
Yeah.
We haven't seen anyone check MVP's wrestling since Ian Gary, and that was a while ago. It's unfortunate. If the striking is that much of a threat to everybody, shoot. Don't stand and bang. Just shoot. If you want to make
Like Ian Gary?
Yeah. But if you just want to, if you want to have a decision fest, just roll around and wrestle. People at least will be interested. There's at least narratives like at least he didn't allow the threat of MVP striking because he could spark him at any moment.
Yeah.
But if you're just gonna always be on the back foot, both of them, it was just rough, man. It was a rough watch.
It was yeah. I felt like we should get a refund for that 15 minutes of our life. Not that we paid for it, but you know what I mean? It was just like, I felt like 15 minutes of my life just wasted, and I was watching the fight the whole time, and I'm hoping, like, because I'm a big MVP fan coming into this, right? So I'm hoping that there's going to be some fucking, like, exciting moment. Dude, nothing at all was exciting about that fight at all.
Yeah, it was terrible.
But dude, going into that next fight, so you had, obviously, Iwo winning that fight, and I had Austin Lane hopefully trying to win that fight. And we both said, though, if Austin Lane does get chipped, I mean, he's going down, boy.
Yeah.
What do you think?
I called it. I mean, I think everyone, like, Austin Lane, brother, I hope you enjoy the PFL. This one, the UFC.
Wow.
The UFC, it ain't for you anymore, brother. He's lost, like, his last 5 out of his last 6. I mean, he got sparked in 30 seconds. Yeah, he's done, unfortunately. Austin Lane, don't come at me, bro. Iwo Baraniewski, I can't wait to see your next fight. That was awesome. That was the only good part of the main card besides the main event. Yeah, that was great. I love to see that shit.
So speaking of the PFL and a couple other things as well. So I think his win against Austin Lane is not that impressive because Austin Lane's not really a good fighter. But the other
Yes.
thing I think as well is that like hot take PFL I thought was more fun to watch on Friday than the UFC London card,
I
and
mean,
I happened to watch the entire thing and excuse me, I thought it was better than the fucking. Yeah, I thought it was better than the fucking UFC card, to be honest with you. I thought it was more entertaining. The pacing's gotten better. I mean, I'm not trying to like promote the UFC, but you know, it's funny, man. Like being a UFC fan, like I've always been in this like way where I like don't really watch other organizations as much as I watch the UFC. I'm really hardcore into the UFC. I don't know if you feel the same sentiment I feel, but it just seems like quite recently it's like not as fun and engaging to watch.
Yeah, no, it's UFC. I think it's still great. I mean, there's been a couple. We've been on a stretch of bad cards, but I mean that Apex card was good. So it's just
Yeah, it was good.
we're
Yeah.
MMA fans are very reactionary. What Apex card? We all love the UFC. Great matchmaking. Good. This card sucks. Oh, what is the UFC doing? We gotta calm down and look at the big picture. This
Yeah.
card wasn't the greatest. This next one, the Seattle card, looks like it's gonna be fantastic. And there's a lot of great fights on there that I can't wait to break down. But yeah, there's an argument. This guy said that the PFL card was better last night. I didn't watch it.
Yeah.
I'm not the biggest PFL guy. I can't lie. So if you thought you enjoyed it better, then by all means enjoy it. That UFC card, we gotta do better.
Yeah.
We gotta do better. And you can't control what they
Yeah.
do in the cage. I mean, you can only match make so well. Things like you can only make what should be exciting matchups. But yeah, that main card was rough. Yeah, they can do better next time.
Can you see my screen with the
Yeah.
Casino Vancinas? Yeah, dude, check this out. Like his whole. So I don't know about you, but I just think that this guy has like the worst fight IQ in the world. Edwards, Fabian Edwards.
Isn't that Leon Edwards' brother?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. So he's had like multiple title fights in the PFL, and he always happens to like somehow find a way to lose them. Not to throw shade at him, but it's just funny because I was watching it, and I'm like, why is he going for the takedowns? Like he's a good striker. He was doing really well on the feet as well, and all of a sudden he just goes for a takedown and then gets that cursed blade, treatment.
Yeah, just
Who did they give Iwo next?
man, I don't even know. Light heavyweight, they have a bunch of cans that they can just throw him at.
Jamal Hill?
That's okay. Iwo doesn't deserve a ranking, not just yet.
No,
He's
not
on
yet, no.
2 first round finishes, which is that's great. That's good and all, but just I need a cup. We need to build the hype train even more. We need to we can't just throw them up at the rankings and be like, go ahead, maybe you win. We gotta protect these prospects, preserve them, and just wait on it. This fight
Yeah.
right here, Roman Dolidze versus Christian Leroy Dunk. Roman, the hell are we doing, man?
He's a dud, bro. I've never been a big fan of his fighting and his style of fighting.
Roman,
He's trying to do a Jack Manson.
that one was doable. He could have won. That was a winnable fight for him, and he sold. He sold hard.
Bro, he looked like he was pissing himself in the fight.
Yeah, no, it
Going
wasn't a
for
good
the
performance. Just like before this, like I thought Roman would like, oh, you could actually do this. You're not entirely washed. You can maybe
picked
win.
CLD.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, this is one of the only picks. I
CLD's
went 10.
good, bro.
Yeah, I've noticed.
Yeah, he's got good boxing. That's sick. Yeah, good.
I was like, I had a pretty decent predictions. I went 10 for 13 on this card, but
You did? Yeah.
just Roman, you sold, man. You sold.
Dude, what do you think they do with him next, though, man? I don't think he can. I mean,
That's an excellent question. Let me
is
let
it
me
middleweight?
think
Yeah.
Yeah, it is at middleweight. Let me
You
think
gonna
for
take
a
a look
second.
at the rankings?
Maybe I am, maybe I'm not. Who knows? Definitely wasn't pulling that up as we speak. That'd be an amateur move to not have that up. I totally would never.
What about Bruno
be,
Ferreira?
that'd be a good fight. Yeah, that's right at the 15. Wait, but he should be getting that ranking spot. And Bruno Ferreira just got knocked out. I say throw him against RoboCop. Oh wait,
No,
didn't
so
they
I
already
heard-
fight?
No, I heard RoboCop is going to fight
What?
Yeah, I heard through the grapevine. Because, bro, Brendan Allen fucking got the fight right the day after we did our pod. Brendan Allen got the fight with what's his name? Fuck, the unranked guy in
That was real.
Dude.
I thought that was fake.
No, that's legit. I thought you might have something to say about this. Brendan Allen's fighting. What's his fucking face? His name?
I thought it was fake. Like I thought the Brendan Allen fight news. Like I was like, that can't be right.
Yeah, bro. Why can't I find his who's fighting?
It's
Wait, so let me just Google it. Brendan Allen's next fight.
Edmund
Uh,
Oh, no, that's not
yeah,
it.
Edmund Shabazin.
It
Yes.
is Edmund. That's real.
Yeah.
That's a
Yeah,
real
bro.
fight. What the
Yeah,
fuck are we doing? The Brendan
dude.
Allen versus DDP fight was there. I was like, that. I looked at it. I was like, that can't be right. Nah,
Yeah.
that's
So
just.
apparently DDP can't fight till June or something, and then I think they might put him against Gregory Rodriguez. I'm gonna be honest, bro. I like DDP and Gregory Rodriguez. Although I feel like it's this weird fucking fight to like in terms of rankings and stuff like to put that together. But I think it's a cool matchup in general. I feel like you have something to say.
I hate that fight. I want the rankings to make sense. Is that too much to ask? UFC Dricus du Plessis is ranked #1 in the world, only behind Hamzat Chimaev. Give him
I think that is too
Kyle.
much to ask.
Give him Kyle. Give him Brendan
Gregory
Allen.
Rodriguez?
No. I was saying give DDP either Kyle Bahio or Brendan Allen. Those were the fights to make.
Yeah, that makes sense.
You put Gregory Rodriguez against like Jared Cannonier. Oh, they already fought. Right, they did that.
Yeah,
I guess put him against Fluffy. That fight would be cool.
That's actually not a bad take. Yeah, that's not a bad take.
Do some because there's a lot of guys leaving the like Robert Whitaker's going up to 205, and so is Paulo Costa. So these rankings are gonna get all mixed up in it. And Bruno Ferreira just lost, so he's gonna get kicked out. So we're gonna get some new guys in there, but just make it make sense with the guys that we still have. Like Kyle versus DDP was right there. Kyle even asked for him. That fight was right there. Brendan Allen also asked for DDP. That fight was right there. Yeah. Oh, and Reiner de Ritter is also leaving for 205. We're losing 3 middleweights in the top 15 to 205, which is that division is going to be great now. 205, but that's I hate that matchmaking. I hate that. I don't. I want prospects to fight unks, and I want those unks if they win to fight in the top unks. That's to fight in the top 10, or the prospects to get like we need to slowly build them. We can't just rush in. Like we can't just throw prospects. Like look at Paddy Pimblett, great star power. His last one was Michael Chandler. His next fight, interim title against Justin Gaethje. Great fight, but everyone should have known how that was gonna. Yeah, too soon.
I didn't think so before it. I didn't think it was too soon. I just thought after I was like, oh yeah,
like way too soon. Like I think this next fight, like Melkazel Costa versus Arnold Allen, when that comes up, I think that's way too soon. I agree. It's going to be a great fight, but I think Arnold Allen's just like taking that because it's Melky's too new of a prospect in my eyes. But hey, I could be proven wrong. Anyways, I think that.
Sorry, real quick. Hot take: MVP versus Euros Medic.
Why not? Like, I mean, fuck it. Why? Like, just as long as MVP's in there and actually, whether he's doing middleweight or welterweight, as long as he gets fights, that's what's important. I think he should go back to middleweight with all this vacancy. That'd be the easiest way to get back to the title. But no, I want to go through fucking murderer's row in welterweight. I would I would not want to fight in 170 right now. There's too many killers just waiting. So I would put MVP versus MVP versus RoboCop would have been a good fight. But no. We can't have nice things.
Hey, so do you want to go over Curtis Campbell real quick? I'm just curious because Danny Silva, I thought that was sick.
When he got flatlined.
Yeah, bro. Let me show you real quick on this. Yeah. And he said that in his post-fight thingy. He goes, "Who said Scousers don't get knocked out?"
No. Danny Silva.
Well, he didn't say with that accent, but
yeah.
Dude, Danny Silva is really good. So Kevin Vallejos actually fought Danny Silva, and he said by far one of the hardest fighters he fought was Danny Silva.
Yeah, no,
bro,
he's a
I'm
dog,
excited.
Man.
And Curtis Campbell, I mean, he's very young and stuff, but coming in, he was like 7-0 or 8-0.
Yeah,
I don't know if the Cage Warriors felt this way. Well, I don't know if he felt this way, but like coming in, I just thought he was too hyped on himself. Yeah.
I mean, it's kind of hard not to be. I mean, the UFC gave you custom shorts. You're fighting at home. The crowd supports you. Yeah, you think you're going to be hot shit. Yeah. And then Danny Silva just sent you to the Shadow Realm. That shit just happens.
Why would they give him that matchup, by the way? Like, why would you give...
Because they wanted to build Curtis Campbell to be something huge. Yeah, they wanted Danny Silva to lose. And they thought he was going to lose, but clearly not. Clearly not. Danny Silva.
Bro, he knocked him out.
Yeah.
Curtis Campbell looked a little bit interesting in my opinion as well. Danny Silva looked like he fucking deserved that, bro. That was awesome.
Man,
do you want to go over any other fights?
Bright. Huh? I was like, maybe the lights were just too bright for him. That happens. I really want to.
It is your city, so I get that. Did you want to go over that other fight real quick, Luke Riley against Michael Aswell? Because we did speak about that.
That one was kind of boring.
It wasn't
too.
Terrible. It just wasn't bad either. It was kind of like I feel
It's just
indifferent towards the fight.
yeah, it's just like, oh, this fight happened. Like, I don't know why it was the co-main. I don't know why MVP or Roman Dolidze wasn't the co-main. That fight just seemed like, this should have been on the prelims. It was just a nothing fight, and I have no opinion about it. It was just meh.
Yeah. I mean, after watching the MVP fight, though, I was kind of like, okay, I see why they didn't put him in the co-main.
But you put Roman Dolidze versus Christian Leonard Duncan in the co-main, that would have been cool.
Yeah, that fight was okay though, right? It wasn't anything
But
like
it was
really.
better than this one.
It was definitely better. I
There are
thought
at least
Michael
interesting.
Aswell had like a chin, dude, like a crazy chin.
Yeah, he does. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's don't get knocked out in Houston. What? Yeah, no.
Yeah, Luke Riley, I thought his performance, he even said it was a 5 out of 10. He wasn't a big fan of his own performance. Yeah.
We have
What do you think about Evloev getting the next title shot? You think they're gonna do it or
yeah, I mean they kind of have to. There's no one else for Evloev to fight. He's fought everyone now, and I think Volk is just gonna show levels against Evloev. It's not
oh,
gonna be even.
I think it's the easy win for Volk.
Yeah, no. People were talking about Evloev like he was just like some killer, but
He's had interesting fights, but I think it's when his opponent puts the fight on him. I think it's gonna be a boring fight, but I think, Volkanovski's gonna win it.
oh yeah,
I'm
no.
gonna miss Volkanovski when he leaves.
Yeah, he will be missed when he's gone. That is for sure. But yeah, I can't wait to see that fight. That should be good. Movsar is one of the more entertaining Dagestani guys, though. I'll give him that. He did put on a good performance tonight. Well, not tonight,
Mm.
but on Saturday night. I'll give him respect.
He put on a
He has
good
been.
performance, but I just thought like his striking didn't look. You know when you watch a striker like Murphy and you're like, wow, this guy's really good at striking, or like at his craft, right? I just didn't feel that way with watching Evloev. I just felt like, what the fuck am I watching?
I'm not complaining. I thought that fight was good, pretty good.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it wasn't bad. I just didn't think it
he's
was.
better than the other Dagestani strikers.
That's true. Yeah,
Yeah,
for a striker, yeah.
for that camp, he's actually one of the better strikers for sure. But yeah, let's talk about the Seattle card, man. Main
Dude, I'm
event:
excited. Yes.
Adesanya versus Piper. What we feeling?
Yeah, so in my opinion, I think Adesanya is gonna like outstrike him because if you look at his fights prior to that, DDP against DDP, he was doing pretty well up until he lost. Against Imavov, he was doing pretty well up until he lost. I think he can. Yeah, I think he can win.
So it's a very sketch fight for me because obviously, like they're putting him up against Joe Piper. They're hoping for an Adesanya bounce back win. That'd be really cool. But there is a entire chance that Joe Piper sends him to the Shadow Realm. I mean, he hits hard. He'll chin you. He's good on the ground. He'll sub you. Joe Piper is a very well-rounded fighter, and he's very, very big for the division. Adesanya he's great, good. He's a former champion. It's not like he's just good and all, but like he's been on a 3-0-3 slump.
Four, he's lost 4 of his last 5.
Yeah, I am concerned for Adesanya. I think he's gonna win. I think he's gonna outstrike him. And I think he's gonna point fight to a win. But I don't see a KO happening. It's got to be Adesanya by decision.
Okay, do you think if he wins, hypothetically speaking, right? Do you think they give him the rematch against Strickland if Strickland wins the fight against Hamza?
Fuck no. Yeah, they shouldn't at least. Again,
I think they
he's
would,
looking.
dude.
No fucking
Because
way.
it's a marketable fight though. Like look at the UFC so far. It's like all about marketing. And if you're not marketable as a fighter or as a like a matchup, they're
No,
not trying to sell that fight.
he needs a second win. He needs a second win.
I don't think they care, bro. Look at Sean Strickland.
But he lost 2 to Drickus, which he arguably won the first one.
The first one I
and
thought he won for sure.
and then
Yeah.
he got his lick back. Yeah, no, I thought that title shot was deserved.
I don't know. A lot of fans don't feel that way, and I think
Oh no, the Mavov fans, like
yeah, fuck him.
yeah, you're not gonna get a title shot off Adesanya. I mean, look at the performances. It hasn't been the greatest. He needs a big win. He lost to Strickland. I mean, I don't know what the fuck y'all want. Yeah, he's on a good win streak, but he needs to show some excitement. If Imavov thought he deserved the title shot, he would have said something. He said nothing about it, which is honestly concerning for his manager. What the fuck are we doing?
Yeah,
But
he's
yeah,
terrible, dude. He's not marketable at all. Real quick, what do you think in terms of like Adesanya's title reign? Because like during his title reign, I remember I went to a fight, I think UFC 264 in 2021, and I was at the fight, and I remember talking to one of the guys. Oh no, sorry, it was a UFC Austin card. But I was talking to one of the people I was sitting next to, and I was like, "Oh, who's your favorite fighter?" And he was like, "Oh, Israel Adesanya." And in my head during that time, I was like, "Nah, man." And this is like I think 2022 or 2023. And in my head, I'm just like, I'm not a big fan of Adesanya because like up until like his like Robert Whitaker fight, I thought he was incredible. The way he would like fight. His Paulo Costa fight was obviously great. Up until like after that, I just thought he was kind of like whatever.
I like Adesanya. I
You
like
do?
the way he fights. Yeah, great champion. I like the rivalry with Pereira. I mean, he's a great casual fan's favorite fighter. So I have full respect towards him. He's done a lot to the sport. He's brought a lot of people to the sport, and I'm hoping he gets a win here because that would be huge for not just his legacy but the company.
Yeah, I guess the narrative is kind of like, is the UFC protecting Piper with a big name, or who's basically past his prime, or is it like, are they using Izzy to basically launch Piper into the top 5?
I mean, if Pfeiffer wins, he should be like ranked 8th. I don't think he should get into title contention or a top 5 spot off of this win.
Dude,
It's very questionable to me.
interesting stat real quick. So Piper has a 87% finish rate. Izzy has been finished in the in the last 2 of his last 5 fights.
Yeah, it's possible that Adesanya gets slept here. Like I said, he could get knocked out, choked out. There's a lot of ways Pfeiffer could win. I think we're kind of just like hope coring that Adesanya gets it done. Because again, I think he's got to just stay at range and point fight to a decision to get this done. Because Pfeiffer's too much of a problem for Adesanya at this point of his career. He's got to take it really carefully.
Yeah, it says is his a plus 100.
No, I
Is
thought he
that
was
true?
the favorite.
I thought he was the
I
favorite
think
too.
I think he's a minus 110 favorite, if I'm not mistaken. I don't have the betting line
Okay.
memorized, but yeah, he should be a favorite. He's a favorite on Tapology at least. So yeah, minus 140. Yeah, so that's yeah.
Did you watch Piper's interview with Bisping? Because he was talking about like some recent
No,
mindset changes and having. I think I alluded to this on the last podcast that we did about his. He was just having some like changes like mentally about how he looks at life and being a man and his Christianity and stuff like that.
well that's good. I'm glad Piper's feels comfortable enough to talk about those things, especially and yeah, I haven't seen the interview, but all the best to him.
Be like Joe Piper.
Be like Joe Piper. Yeah, no, he seems like a decent guy.
All
I
right,
haven't
let's
seen
go.
anything crazy that he said.
Yeah, let's go to the second one. So the co-main, you got, Macy Barber versus Alexa Grasso. Now, Alexa Grasso is obviously was a former, title holder, and then you got Macy Barber. I think this is Macy Barber's chance to basically go and get the title at this point.
Yeah, I agree. I think Macy Barber by decision it's speaking to me. Remember who was she fighting? Aaron Blanchfield when that card fell apart. That was crazy.
That was insane, dude. I remember watching that at my friend's house, and I was like so excited, sitting there, sitting for the main event, ready to start, and they're like, the fight is canceled. What?
Yeah, that was wild.
That was wild.
But yeah, anyways, I'm gonna take Macy Barber. I'm
I
not
got
gonna
Macy
rate
Barber as well.
Alexa Grasso this far into career. She hasn't won. The last time she won was like 3 years ago, roughly. It's been
Well,
a
even that,
hot minute since she's got it done. So I haven't. I don't know.
dude, even that second fight that she had with Shevchenko was arguably like not in her favor.
Hmm. Yeah, no, it's
Yeah.
there's a lot to talk about with her possibly getting fraud checked here. I mean, she's not a fraud. She was obviously a champ and all of that, but like I don't see it going well for her. Because it
Mm.
was her last fight Suarez, Tatiana Suarez. Is that? Oh
No,
no,
I
it's
don't think she fought
Natalia
her.
Silva. Yeah,
Yeah.
Natalia Silva. That's my fault. Wrong division. Yeah, this yeah, you should win that fight if you're like it's. I have no faith. I've fully believed that Macy Barber's gonna get this one done.
You think they give Macy Barber a title shot if she wins?
Yeah, I'd say that's warranted.
Yeah, I think so
Yeah,
too.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Let's go to the next
She's
one. So this one says Colston Harris, but I heard it's gonna be Nico Price versus Michael Chiesa.
yeah, that's I'm gonna take Michael Chiesa over Nico
Me too.
Price. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
Well, didn't Nico Price just get like knocked out in February?
yeah, he did. He got knocked out brutally.
Do you remember who it was?
It's Nikolai Varetnikov.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, which like you can't be. I mean, Nico Price has been on not Nico Price. Michael Chiesa has been on a pretty healthy win streak here, and I think he's gonna get it done. I think Unk still got it because he's pretty old, but so is Nico Price. So who knows? Battle
Yeah.
the Unk off. I don't know why this isn't on the prelims.
Well, this is his retirement fight. That's why.
Oh shit! Really?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Why, Michael? Why? You're on a
Yeah.
three fight win.
He did an interview with James Lynch, and he said, "Yeah, this is the last fight." he had a bunch of issues coming into the camp, and they
Mm,
couldn't get his opponent. And then he was just like, I don't give a fuck. He goes, Hunter, just give me anybody, like anybody, and I'll fight them.
that's well, heck of a career, Michael Chiesa. Heck of a career. All the
Did
best
you
to you in
watch
this
him on
fight.
the Ultimate Fighter or the
That
season?
was before my time, brother. That
Yeah, me too.
was
Yeah,
that
my
was yeah.
my uncle doesn't watch UFC as much as I do now, but like he's the only one that he knew when we were watching the fight cards. He was like, "Oh yeah, I know this Kiesa guy." Yeah,
Yeah, he's been doing it for a while. Yeah,
yeah.
hopefully he gets it done in his retirement fight. That'd be super cool.
Who you got between Yeah, we got Kiesa, right? Yeah. Julian Rosa versus Lerone Douglas. So I got some stuff about Lerone Douglas. Just want to
Oh,
read it
dude.
out to you so we know who he is. Okay, maybe I don't. Never mind. I thought I had some stuff written down about him. I don't really know who he is, to be honest with you.
He
It looks like
is
he's one
coming
and
off
zero.
LFA. Yeah, he's coming off LFA.
Okay, why is
Yeah,
he one and
he's
zero?
a contender series. He won. He got a win off contender series, but it's his topology is 13-5. But I'm gonna take Julian Arosa here. I'm gonna take the crafty vet over just a guy that just won off contender series. I don't have too much tape on Douglas yet, so I might have to reevaluate this pick. But I'm gonna take Julian Arosa by either knockout or decision. Probably decision. I'm gonna take him a decision. I know that's kind of the underdog take, but I value experience more
Mhm.
than I value just some guy off contender series that I haven't seen any tape on. So yeah, I'll have to review this pick, but I'm gonna take a Rosa.
Yeah, that's interesting. I don't know like who to really pick on this one because I think Julian Rosa is the only one I know. But I don't know. Julian Rosa sometimes does really well, and then sometimes I feel like his fight IQ is just not really there, if I'm being honest. And he makes like weird decisions about what he wants to do next. I don't know. Obviously, in my opinion, I'll take Larry and Douglas because it sounds like he's hyped up a little bit from Brazil. So we'll see how that
All
goes.
right.
But
Yeah, we'll see how it goes.
I might get that wrong. All right, bro. I like this fight or this matchup actually. So I got some stuff on the opponent real quick. I actually
Mansoor.
do. Yeah. So Belgorui or however you say that. It says Glory kickboxer fought Izzy 3 times in kickboxing. Izzy leads 2-1, which is
Yeah,
interesting, right? I just said, is he basically here to haunt Izzy or pave his own path? Kind of like Alex Pereira. So that's interesting. And then you have obviously Mansur Abdul Malik, who I think is pretty fucking good as well.
he's very
Um,
good.
but yeah, they're saying is he this guy basically the CKB ghost? Yeah, sorry.
Mm. Yeah, no, I'm taking Mansoor Abdul Malik, man. I've seen him uh just choke the fuck out of like Antonio Chocolate got destroyed when he fought him. And I
Antonio
remember seeing that.
Tripoli?
Yeah, that's yes, I believe that's how you pronounce it. That was his last fight. But I remember the the Brundage fight. That was weird. I remember being in the car watching that. But yeah, I've seen a lot of good stuff from Ansar Abdul Malik, and I have not a lot of knowledge on Yusri. Bell, I have no idea how to pronounce that. I'm not going to try to.
Like me,
So
butcher it.
yeah, I entirely will. But yeah, he's coming out of Pereira's camp. I've seen he's fighting for to share a gym.
Who
He
is?
could get Yusri Belgaruri.
Oh, he's coming out of Pereira's camp?
Yeah, he is.
Fuck, I'm picking him, man.
Okay, all right, yeah, that's entirely possible. Mansur's undefeated. I like that. I've seen a lot from him. I'm gonna take him by maybe like round 1, round 2 sub. I've
Well,
seen he's very good at wrestling, very good at mixing in the wrestling, and I think he's gonna take it.
so I love Mansur Abdul Malik, but the reason why I want to take this guy is because obviously with the kickboxing experience, kickboxers are doing really well in the UFC, and not to mention he's 2-1 with Izzy. I don't know, it's interesting, and it's also kind of interesting that what if they're building him up, I don't know, to fight Izzy after and make another narrative there because they need storylines because they pay Izzy a lot as well.
Yeah, they do.
So they need it to be marketable these fights and
Yeah,
stuff.
I didn't know he was that
I
good
think it's
on the.
fascinating.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's pretty cool. But
yeah.
yeah, we'll see if Mansur can survive the striking threat that is Yusri.
Yeah, I think he can. I think he can. I'm just like,
My
yeah.
I was like, I'm kind of like skipping down here, but my favorite fight on the card is actually right near the early prelims in Ricky Simone versus Adrian Yanez. I really like that fight.
Before we go into that one, can we go into this one?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Sure. Yeah.
yeah,
I just want to talk about that.
yeah.
We
We'll
don't have
get
to.
into that one. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. We'll definitely get into that one. So Terrence McKinney, I actually have a picture with him. To be honest with you,
Oh, really?
yeah, I went to one of the Austin fights, and I went to go see him. I went to go meet him and Kevin Holland at
Oh, that's cool.
the it was the Wood in
Oh, okay.
downtown in Austin, And dude, it's just he's such a cool fighter, bro. Like he's such a cool guy. He was so nice. He even like commented on my story after I posted our picture together on Instagram and stuff. But dude, he's 17-8 coming in, and he's like basically got the 100% finish rate. So yeah, the KOs you in the first 60 seconds, or he wilts basically. And Kyle Nelson, I heard, is very durable. Who just beat Favola.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
he also just got slimed out by Steve Garcia. There's that. I'm really high on Steve
Kyle
Garcia.
Nelson? Oh, okay. I didn't know that. Yeah.
Yeah, he should be coming up to from featherweight to lightweight here.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm gonna take Terrence McKinney. Yeah, I don't. This is a 50-50 fight for me. I really don't know who's gonna get this one. I'm gonna need to do some tape on it before I get a real honest prediction, and I will post that later. But yeah, this could be a real fun fight. We haven't seen Terrence McKinney in a bit. It's been just 3 months. I take that back. But yeah, it feels like it's been forever.
It does feel that way. Yeah.
Yeah. It's waiting on your favorite fighters suck, man. It's that wait is always hard. But yeah, no, it's Terrence McKinney. We're gonna take him by probably decision because like you said, Kyle Nelson is pretty
By decision?
durable. By decision, yeah.
Oh, dude, I think Terrence McKinney
Or am I just
either takes him out in the first 2 minutes of that round or the first half of that first round. If he doesn't, I think Kyle Nelson has actually the chance to win that fight, if I'm being honest, by decision.
Who knows? It could just be a straight up knockout. That'd be fun.
Yeah. Well, I want him to knock him out. I would love
Yeah.
Kyle Nelson to get knocked out. Not because I don't like Kyle Nelson, just because I love Terrence McKinney.
Yeah, no,
I
got
love
you.
his fighting. All right, just one real quick. So we don't have to, cover all these, but I wanted to go over a couple of them. So I wanted to go over the Ignacio one, the Chase Hooper one, and then obviously the Ricky Simone one as well.
Yeah, no,
Are we cool
I
with
think
that?
yeah, totally fine. I really like. I'm high on Bahamondes. I don't think he loses his fight at all. He was ranked at one time until he lost to Fiziev.
He was in the top 15 until he lost to Rafian. Yeah,
and he still did very well in that fight.
Fiziev.
You could have arguably scored it for him. So I'm good. I think he trains with Bilal, if I'm not mistaken.
He does. Yeah. Chicago.
Very good. Yeah, he's very good, and yeah. But freaking
So
Tafiq also he beat Oralby. That's his last win, which is like, oh my god, someone beat Oralby. So this could be closer than people think it is.
Yeah,
but I'm gonna take Bahamondes by knockout.
Yeah, I was high on Bahamondes coming into the top rankings. I thought he was kind of like, he reminded me of like who's the other fighter right now in bantamweight that's really good.
There's a lot.
One specific one that doesn't get like the shine, really. Let me look him up real quick.
Yeah, no worries. All good.
Yeah, Mario Batista. So I kind of like, I think he's kind of in line with Mario Batista. Yeah, and I think he's as good as like how Mario Batista is. Really good. I think he's really good as well. So I think he's gonna be in the top 5. If I'm being honest with you.
I think whoever wins this fight is gonna be like on that fringe ranking, if not like number 15. This is a super. Oh no, he lost to Oralby. Never mind. Yeah, this could be a great fight. Yeah, I think Bahamondes could get back in the rankings with this one. I'm excited to see it.
Yeah, I haven't seen Tafiq, to be honest with you, but I'm excited about this next matchup. So we got Chase Hooper. Oops, sorry about that. We got Chase Hooper, and I love Chase Hooper. I heard, I don't know if you heard, who's the one that they said about the black people? That he knocks out all the black people? The one that's like, yeah, so Drew Dover was saying like, oh, I have to fight Chase Hooper in order to get that off of my, and knock him out to get, that name thing, that whole thing like dispelled. And bro, Chase Hooper is apparently like part African.
Of course he is.
Yeah, he's got like all these different DNAs, and it's like hilarious, dude. But yeah, who do you got between Chase Hooper and this Lance Gibson? Let me look up.
I'm gonna take Chase Hooper. I mean, I've seen good things. He did just lose to Alexander Hernandez, which that fight he got slimed out. But he's still a good prospect. His last win was Jim Miller, which is kind of like Jim Miller's obviously been doing this for a while, so beating a veteran like that is good. But at the same time, that's not the greatest win to be your best win. So I guess we're gonna see a lot from Chase Hooper here. I'm hoping. And this Lance Gibson just lost to Bobby Green a while ago, and that was his debut. So yeah, this is a rough fight for Gibson to be on his second fight. So we're gonna see how it goes.
So for Gibson, he's basically a pro beekeeper and actor, and he's also his dad. He's a legacy fighter because his dad fought in the 2000s era of the UFC.
Oh,
So
that's
that's
cool.
interesting. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I'm fascinated to see like what happens between the two of them. Man, I don't know. For me, I feel like Chase Hooper is like, having a little bit of a glow up at the
Mm.
moment, and I think he's apart from that last fight that he lost, I thought he's doing pretty well.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
he's a fantastic prospect.
Yeah. Let's go. This real quick hit on this one, if you don't mind.
Yeah. Which fight? Tybura?
This one, Navajo Sterling, because Navajo Sterling's from
City Kickboxing.
City Kickboxing CKB, and Izzy's basically the training partner.
Yeah. No, I'll take Sterling too. Yeah, it's yeah, no, he's had some great wins in the UFC. His last 3 were
Hmm.
fantastic. I've seen good things from him. I'm gonna take him by knockout first round. I have no faith in Bruno Lopez. I'm sorry to get this done. I think this is a kind of an obvious pick here. Navajo Sterling by brutal knockout.
Yeah, dude, Navajo Sterling basically is undefeated 205er from New Zealand. And obviously teammate of Izzy. Lopez is a high level Brazilian basically striker, it says. But it's basically a huge CKB versus Brazil vibes, essentially, is what they're saying.
All right. Yeah.
Yeah, that's an interesting fight. Okay, let's go to your favorite fight of the
Yeah,
night.
dude, I love this fight
Forky.
so much. Yeah, no, I'm gonna take Ricky Simone by decision. As much as I hate to root for Adrian, like he grew up like 20, 30 minutes away from where I grew up. So love you, Adrian. Yeah, he did. He Deer Park, Pasadena area.
Okay.
But yeah, no, I've seen a lot of good stuff from Ricky Simone. I think he arguably got robbed in his last fight against Jaime Barcelos. I've seen good things from him. He has a lot of great names on his resume.
Resume.
He's been doing this
Yeah.
for a long time. You know, he's actually the last guy besides Piotr Jan, of course, to beat Marab.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
even I heard that
that was a
Marab,
while, long time
that was
ago.
a controversial.
No, he got choked out.
Oh, he got checked out by
Yeah, he choked out
Ricky Simone?
Marab. Yeah, that was a long time ago, but I absolutely love Ricky Simone. He's a great fighter. He made me a fan last year on that Seattle card, the other Seattle card against David Basharat. Yeah, dude, I love Ricky Simone, but also it's been a while since we've seen Yanez in the ring. It's been a year, and obviously a lot of hometown love for him here. This should be a absolute banger fight. Real hardcores know this is gonna be dang near fight of the night. You guys tune in early to watch this one.
Yeah, so do you think Adrian Young is either like the top 10, like the dark horse of the top 10, or do you think
I don't
I
think
mean, I
he's
don't
ranked
know,
anymore.
he's had
Yeah,
a long layoff, right? He lost to Rob Font, was it last?
Oh, that was a while ago. He's 1-3 in his last 4, and then one of them being Rob Font. He has some
Mm.
work to do to get back in the rank. Both of these guys have work to do to get back in the rankings, because they both were previously ranked, if I'm not mistaken. I know Ricky was, but I can't remember if Yanez was, but I believe he was, or about to be ranked. Right? These guys are both fringe rank level fighters. I think they can get it done, but I'm gonna take Ricky by
Yeah.
decision. And I think it's gonna
Okay.
be a great fight.
So given your take so far, like who do you think has the best chance of getting closer to the title? Obviously, I know you pick Ricky Simone, but
Yeah,
between
no,
him and Adrian Yanez?
I'd still say Ricky, because Ricky was keeping up with Jaime Barcelos very well, who has a win over a ranked guy in Peyton Talbot, and he still has that potential in him. He just has to be more active, I'd say.
Yeah.
He's been begging for this fight. Yeah, this was on short notice. He was absolutely begging day and night to get back on the Seattle card. He wants to be active. If he can go on a nice little win streak here and become more active, I believe he can get back into that top 15. I have the potential for him. It's not just hope core. He's a great fighter, and yeah, I'm excited to see what he has
Who
in the
who do you,
future.
who do you think they give him if he wins this fight against Adrian? Kind of Phillips?
No, he needs one more win to get back in the rankings after this. Maybe Xiaolong,
Shalom? Who's that?
the guy that just lost to Cody Garbrandt, that technically beat him but nut checked him, or a Cody
Mm.
Garbrandt fight. You can give him a Cody Garbrandt fight.
Dude, I think Cody Garbrandt needs to retire, man.
Yes, but after losing
Genuinely.
to Ricky,
Yeah, yeah, fair play.
yeah.
What about Marlon Cheeto Vera to get him up
I
in those
wouldn't
rankings?
I wouldn't mind that fight. Yeah, I'd love
Yeah.
that. But
Easy
I don't
win
know
for
if it's
him.
deserved. I don't know, actually.
I don't know if it's deserved, but I think it's an easy win for him.
Yeah, that's. But then
Yeah.
Cheeto's had some close fights though. Every
Cheeto always has
his
close fights.
last fights, 4 fights have been 29-28 decisions. That he arguably could have, he arguably could have beat Zahabi. He arguably could have beat Martinez. He arguably could have beat God, what's his name? I can't
He
remember.
just
But
he's
he's on
just one of those. Yeah.
a lot of
Good.
29-28 decisions.
For me, I think he's just one of those fighters that like is very frustrating to watch. It's kind of like MVP, watching MVP this last Saturday, and you just get so frustrated like watching him and watching some of these fighters. It's like, bro, move. Like we all know that you have the capabilities. You showed it before that you can do it. You've done it before in the past. Like we know you're capable of way more than what the fuck you're showing us. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's like, yeah. But I wanted to quickly go over a couple things because I heard, who's that? What's that guy's name again? Sorry, Mohammed Mokayev. I heard that he's
Mm.
gonna get matched up on the MVP card.
Oh, okay. That's cool.
Yeah,
Yeah. All right. I'd like to. I want to see him back in the UFC, man. I don't think he like. Think Dana needs to get over it and put him back on the UFC because he's a very talented fighter. And I think he's too good to be on the MVP card. That's kind of for like the washed unks. That
he's in the
doesn't
fresh
need.
Zingado bucket, bro.
He's a fresh guy. I mean, he just got submitted by Arman Tsarukyan in a wrestling match, but
Yeah, but
he's
that's weight class. Yeah,
yeah. I mean, he's a flyweight fighting a lightweight. Like, I mean,
yeah.
yeah, he's still a great fighter. I'd love to see him back in the UFC.
Okay, in other news, I don't know what you think about this guy. We're about to shit on someone right now. Brendan Shaw, bro. I don't know if you saw the fight companion, bro, but this guy was smoking a cigar with the fucking label where he burnt it, bro.
Yeah,
That was too funny to me. Oh my god, what are
yeah.
your thoughts?
I don't. It's not like the biggest thing in the world to me. I mean, it's we
It's
all
just funny
mess
to me,
up.
man.
Yeah,
Huh?
it's pretty funny. Yeah, you can't fuck that up being that old. But yeah, I don't usually watch like those fight companion. I'll watch like a Guru one or like if Bedtime's
Yeah,
doing one, I'll watch his. But I'm
yeah.
not usually tapped into Joe Rogan.
Well, it's just funny to me because like the whole time he's like smoking the cigar, no one told him about it. So I watched it after the fights, but like the whole time, no one told him about it. And I was like, this is hilarious. And I didn't actually notice it, to be honest with you, when I was watching it. So I was kind of like more listening to it. And
Yeah,
then someone brought it up. Okay, let me go over some other stuff I wanted to share with you just real quick that we could talk over. Dude, so I don't know if you heard about this. I can't seem to find it. But, Dana White on the press conference basically said that Islam is has a broken hand. And then Islam's fucking boxing,
wait, Islam's boxing who?
just the boxing bag.
He broke it on a boxing. Okay, I mean
No, no, he
that
was
just.
fighting a boxing bag. He wasn't like he doesn't look like he has like a. I can't seem to find. I don't know if I saved it.
Oh, he was just training.
He
Okay,
was
all
just
right, I
training,
understand.
yeah. But it was just funny, dude. Like it's just like I don't know if Data's lying or if that's
Could be
true.
Ali Abdelaziz just giving bad information because that's what he does. I'd like to hope that it's not broken so we can see Islam back. But again, I hope he's injured so he doesn't get the ducking allegations against Taporia because if he's not injured then he's definitely is ducking. But yeah, man,
You think Islam would duck Taporia though? I don't think so.
he did. I mean, he ran up to 170. I mean, he totally could have stayed and fought Taporia at 155. He needs a win. He had nothing to prove.
Yeah,
Taporia, he just beat Max Holloway at that time. Like that was crazy. It should have been Ilya versus Islam. We should have had that last year. I'd call it a duck. And then he went and go fight JDM. Like leave that man alone. Who just became champ. Yeah, that's real. That's real classy. Real classy. Yeah, that's. JDM could be like, oh, what does Islam have to? What has he done? He could have been like, oh, he needs a win at welterweight first, like what Islam was doing to Taporia. I didn't like it. I didn't like it a lot.
yeah.
But now we're gonna see him get
Gaethje's ass.
get his ass kicked. Yeah, so fuck him.
Yeah, dude.
But
Real
yeah,
quick. So Brendan Schaub just put, I smoked the cigar backwards on purpose to make you guys forget about that lame ass London card. It's actually not funny. It's actually not bad for his what he said.
yeah.
And then, dude, Conor McGregor apparently, like Ariel Helwani reported, Conor McGregor might be fighting on the July 11th fight week.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
What are your thoughts on that?
I'd love to see him come back for like International Fight Week or just sometime in June. I'd like to see that Holloway fight and see him just get pieced up and get Holloway another win, but that's highly
Yeah.
unlikely. I mean, Holloway's been calling for it, but again, who isn't calling for a Conor fight? That's just that easy money.
I mean, I don't like that fight for Conor, really, if I'm being honest, because obviously I think Conor will lose that. But I would love to see Conor just in general back in there.
Yeah, if Conor was able to fight though, he should have been fighting Michael Chandler.
I don't think it's on him though. I think it's on the UFC. I think he just became too big that it became an issue. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I got you. His
Yeah.
popularity is too good for his skill at the moment.
And also, what do you think about what do you think about? I had a quick take. I don't know if you had a chance to take it, to have a look at it, but I basically said like on one of the short reels, and I wanted to see if we can expand on this a little bit. Do you have to go soon?
Mildly, I'd like to get to I need to
Yeah.
get some other work done, but yeah.
Yeah, we'll wrap up in 10 minutes. So I quickly said, watching the press conference or the post-fight press conference, which was arguably more entertaining than the actual UFC London fight card.
Yeah.
I was like, is it that we're all blaming Dana White for the matchups and stuff like that? I think it's Hunter Campbell and TKO. I don't think
Yeah,
it's
no,
Dana
it's
White. Yeah.
I mean, yeah, it's Dana's giving away the reins here. I don't think he's just kind of like a mascot at this point. He's not really talking like he's just here to talk
He's
about
a
the UFC.
talking head.
He's not
Yeah.
yeah, he's a talking head. He's not directing it anymore. He
Yeah.
doesn't seem as
Yeah.
involved. But yeah, matchmaking of course could always be better. Like I said previously, I think fan voting would be a very interesting concept to have. Like just having maybe some
Yeah.
if they could listen to us instead of just doing whatever the fuck they want, which I mean I guess they can do, but having some impact would be appreciated. Letting us know that they care about us would be nice. I'd like to see more from the TKO group and Hunter Campbell to make better matchmaking because like Adesanya versus Piper fight makes absolutely no fucking sense. But here we are for having a ranked fourth guy fighting a ranked number
Yeah.
14th guy. So, but man, it is what it is. What it is, man. It is what it is.
Okay, one last one, yeah?
Yeah.
John Jones basically said, step in. I was willing to take a substantially less than the Aspinall ask, but they wouldn't budge $1 over 150 million. I left like our fight. It felt like our fight was
Was meant more.
worth more.
Yeah, that's a
Oh,
fuck up on
I
the
wrote, shut the
UFC.
fuck up.
That's a mess up by the UFC to not just pay him. You gotta pay John Jones what he's owed. He's done so much for the UFC. I mean, his out of the ring antics I cannot condone at all in the slightest. But what he's done in the ring absolutely deserved to get paid that much money to fight Pereira. If they were willing to pay him for Aspinall, they should be willing to pay him for a higher money fight in Pereira, the fight he actually wanted to fight. So yeah, I'd say pay the man. He's owed it. He's due.
But do you think they should have? Because like it's like okay, you duck Aspinall for 2 years, and then you get rewarded with a fight against Alex Poton Pereira. Like, how does that work?
Yes. Well, he relinquished the title. He should have relinquished it
After
earlier.
he
So
ducked him
this
for
fight.
2 years.
Yes, I would have loved to see him fight Aspinall. I thought that would have been a
Me
great
too.
fight.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna. But yeah, you still have to. It's John Jones. You have to do it. I mean, that's just he's never really lost. I mean, the DQ lost technically, but he's like never really lost. He's been and the Dominic Reyes. There's a lot of a lot of controversy around him.
I thought he
But
lost
yeah,
that one. Yeah.
yeah, no, yes, there's a lot that surrounds him. But I still feel like you should have been like, hey, Johnny Bones, come
Yeah.
back. And then you have John Jones versus Pereira, and then when Jones eventually pulls out due to some bullshit, you have Cyril Gane step in. That's all. That's all that could have happened.
So I think the reason why they wouldn't book it is now is or give him more money now is because when they're on the old ESPN model, they could sell those pay-per-views, right? Now they don't
Yeah,
have an incentive to pay him because now they're getting guaranteed money, 1.1 billion a year.
yeah.
So I think that's the reason why they didn't give it to him, in my opinion.
That's entirely possible. That's
Yeah.
entirely possible. Yeah.
Because they didn't give it to Ronda Rousey and Gina Carano. So it's like, why would they give it to? And then also you don't know once he does the fight with Alex Pereira, is he gonna just if he wins, is he gonna just like not fight again and relinquish the belt again, or what's gonna happen?
Yeah, no, that's well, I would have said it would have been for no belt. It wouldn't have been for any title.
It would have been
Just
for the
straight up.
interim heavyweight champion.
Well, that would have only been the case if he fought Cyril Gane, but it would have just been unranked versus unranked.
No, it would have
Like,
been him versus Alex Pereira, but it would have been the interim heavyweight title.
no, I don't think it would have been because you would have to have Cyril Gane in that conversation for the title fight.
Oh, I don't think Sarah Gon deserves that title or that opportunity anymore. He's at like fifth chance opportunity.
I mean, say what you want, he's won the fights that he needed to get back to it. I mean, the heavyweight, it's just the heavyweight's that shallow.
It's
That's
too
how many
shallow.
times
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, he technically beat Volkov. I said Volkov won that fight, but I'm not a judge. Yeah, I mean, what else you gonna do? You
I thought
can't throw
lost that fight. Yeah.
Kurt. Yeah, you can't throw. I mean, Jailton Almeida just got cut. Volkov lost. Curtis Blades is fighting like unranked contenders for some reason,
Okay. Yeah.
and Kuniev at the fought him too before he was ranked.
Yeah.
There's a lot of bullshit in the top 5 contenders. There's no one else but Cyril Gane, so that's why he keeps getting those title shots. And if you're gonna have a title picture, it had to have been surreal for the interim title fight because you can't just have Jones, who he was the champ, but he relinquished that belt, so he does not deserve to get the belt back. Because then we would have had 2 more years of just ducking again. He's like, oh, because
Yeah.
he would have been the champion.
In an ideal world, I think if they had like, for example, Francis Ngannou Tom Aspinall, John Jones, Cyril Gahn, Alex Pereira, and then they have like that other up and comer wrestler. You know who I'm talking about?
Oh
Uh,
yes, Gable Steveson.
yeah, if they had him in there and a couple other people like Josh Hokett, Curse Blades, dude, I think that would be more of a fun like heavyweight division.
Yeah, no, heavyweight's got to get revived soon. It just takes time. That's all it is.
Yeah.
There's a lot of great prospects now. I guess like Steven Asplin, Josh Hokett,
hmm
Mario Pinto, Vitor Petrino. There's a lot of great.
Mario Pinto had a dud fight, dude.
Yeah, no, there's a lot of great unranked heavyweights,
Yeah.
but the ranked guys are boo.
All right, guys. If you like what you watched, go ahead and subscribe. Go ahead and like. Leave us a comment down below if you agree or disagree with us. We'd like to hear what you have to say. If you find any, feedback that you want to give us, what's it called? Constructive criticism. Feel free to offer that. Go ahead.
Yeah, leave a comment, like all that YouTube shit. We appreciate the support. We love it. We'd love to hear back from you. If
Yeah,
any
actually,
hot takes, anything, just let us know.
and in fact, if you go down to the bottom right of your screen, you can click on that button right there, and you can go ahead and subscribe right away. But yes, thank you guys for everything. Cole, you have anything else to say? Sorry, I didn't mean
No,
to cut
that's
you
it,
off.
man. Thanks for having me. Always appreciate it.
Yeah, cheers. Likewise.
Cheers, peace.